People say you have to have a lot of passion for what you're doing, and it's totally true. And the reason is because it's so hard that if you don't, any rational person would give up. It's really hard, and you have to do it over a sustained period of time. So if you don't love it, if you're not having fun doing it and you don't really love it, you're going to give up. And that's what happens to most people, actually. If you really look at the ones that ended up being successful, unquote, in the eyes of society and the ones that didn't, oftentimes it's the ones that are successful loved what they did so they could persevere when it got really tough. And the ones that didn't love it quit because they're sane. Right? Who would want to put up with this stuff if you don't love it? So it's a lot of hard work, and it's a lot of worrying constantly. And if you don't love it, you're going to fail. So you got to love it. You got to have passion.
Passion. I know many people working in jobs that make them heaps of money who aren't happy. But I don't know anyone who works around their passion every day who isn't loving life. As I said earlier, I could take some shortcuts to make more money and thus shorten the time it takes me for me to meet my goal of buying the New York Jets. But I don't, because those things wouldn't make me happy. I'd rather wait and get there on my own terms. We're on this earth for only a short time, and the bulk of our adult days are spent at work. It's worth taking the steps necessary to make sure those hours are rewarding, productive, and enjoyable as possible. Every one of the people interviewed for this book agreed that there's no point in trying to become an entrepreneur without passion. Your business can't just be a job. It has to be a calling. Andy Frisella, founder of nutrition and fitness brands Supplement Superstores and First Form, explained it best. You're going to go through a time where you're not going to make any money. It's not going to be a week, it's not going to be a month, it's not going to be 1 year. It's going to be years. And during that time, if you don't love what you do, it's going to be very hard to stick it out. That is something people don't understand when they hear follow your passion. They hear rainbows, unicorns, bullshit. But the truth of it is, it's important, because if you don't enjoy what you're doing, you're going to be that much more likely to quit when shit's hard. Finally, most entrepreneurs will tell you that passion is protective, supporting you when you threaten to become overwhelmed by the stress and frustration that is a natural byproduct of entrepreneurialism. Passion is your backup generator when all your other energy sources start to sputter. And passion keeps you happy when you love what you do. It makes every choice easier. When you decide to keep working the 9 to 5 you hate because you need the health benefits until your business takes off, when you agree to work for less money than you want because the experience will pay off later, when you eat shit, passion makes it all go down easier.